we've arrived at Felbrigg House and Gardens Estate. We've had no problem getting in, easy access with the motorhome. We've had to park broadside, but I did check that was okay, and the information lady said no problem at all, they're not that busy anyway. There's coach parking further up if there was, and this is the hall. Sprocket isn't allowed in this bit, so I've just come in for a quick look. We are just exploring, we didn't look at any maps, we didn't look at any signs, so we're just walking, exploring around the house. We've come into this foresty bit, but the house is to our right. Just coming to explore the gardens. You can't bring Sprocket in here, so Rachel's sitting on a bench outside and we'll probably take turns. But yeah, just popping in to see the gardens. You need to show your ticket or buy a ticket to come in here. Got fluffy chickens. So if you watched our video about Anglesey when we went to a dovecot, there's one with doves in it. These are interesting trees, interesting branches. One thing you can't pick up on the video is the smell. It's a wonderful smell. So it's a more recent version of the dovecot like we saw on Anglesey. It was well worth looking around. I'm now going to swap with Rachel, which I can see the other side of the fence, so she can go and see that dovecot especially. As usual, we found the cafe, it's time for a cuppa. Switching the gas off from the fridge, put it back on battery, and we're ready to go. Just remember not to reverse. So we've just left the National Trust house and now we're on our way to the Caravan and Motorhome Club site at Cromer, and we spotted a Morrison's, so we've just pulled into Morrison's to get some provisions. Generally it can be a little bit scary going into a supermarket car park if you've not done it before with a motorhome, but generally you're okay. I've only ever been in one where we couldn't park because it was too full, but you don't normally have problems driving around it. This one's got lots of spaces. We parked up out of the way in one corner near recycling and a recharging point. So this is now going from Morrison's to the club site. Arrived at Seacroft Caravan and Motorhome Club site at Cromer. We don't put it on ramps very often, so that was great fun. And a massive step down when you get out of the cab now. So we've parked. You can see the sea. And they said there's a cafe, so we're going to explore the cafe tonight. Even though we've got tea sort of sorted, Rachel decides she wants to go to the cafe, and we're just going to go and give them our pitch number. So 5 till 8. Well, they're showing football though, so we don't want to be here at 8 o'clock. Oh, that's afterwards. And the dog's allowed in the bar.
Yeah.
Well behaved dogs, it says. Not smoking. Hey, have you got a food menu? I know it's not time yet, but just.
Chef is still finishing them up.
Right.
I thought we should have something nice tonight.
Yes. And obviously got, in the summer it's got a swimming pool. Bit where I went it says club, because we don't really do clubs, do we?
No, but we're not
But
that near anyway.
That doesn't really look like a club.
I think it's to get
That's a
people
nice bar.
to eat here, isn't it, rather than...
Well, some people at the seaside expect clubs and those sorts of things.
What I was thinking was it's nicer than... I've put the shepherd's pie back in the freezer, because we can have it another night, can't we?
Yeah. So does this count as me cooking?
No.
If I take you to the club. So we've just come out of Seacroft, and along the road to the right and across it brings you down onto the Norfolk coast path on this big field, which is nicer to walk than going along the actual road. And we can just see the pier in the distance, and there's some sheer cliffs along here as well. We actually thought the coast path was different from the field, but it is just the edge of the field, so you could walk across the field. So just passed through a huge car park. Height barrier is open, so you could get in there if you wanted to come for a day. And now we're just approaching down into the town. Dogs are allowed on the beach anywhere apart from near the pier, is that right?
Someone was telling me.
These are nice little gardens to walk through.
If we'd gone to Brighton, we'd have done this one.
Well, actually, this reminds me of sort of Isle of Wightish sort of stuff.
Yeah.
As a kid.
Well, that was that nice one we went to at Salisbury as well.
I think we've come down a bit early because everywhere seems to be shut, and there are a lot of food places here. There are some cafes open at the moment. No trolls. Dogs welcome. What trolls? No trolls. Weird. Weird. But I've got to say, it's all very tidy and clean. It doesn't look like one of those seaside places that's run down and has passed its prime. We've been to a few of those, haven't we?
I thought that said smock shop.
Smock?
And I thought, well, they might have some smocks in there. It's not smoked on.
Just coming up to the main high street, there's a lot more activity going on here. Very nice. We just found the visitor centre. Nice clean toilets in there as well. We've just had a hot chocolate in the jetty, which is worth knowing. It's dog friendly and lovely service in there, lots of space. Just coming to have a look at the pier. Sorry? Rachel doesn't like piers. Why, can you see down between?
Yes.
Oh, you can? Oh, yeah. Well, that's always the best thing about a pier as a kid.
No.
When you can look down and see the sea. There's a cafe actually on the pier which is dog friendly as well. Looks quite nice in there. Straight tea. Well, we're just walking along the promenade now. We've looked at the rules for the dogs, and the dogs are allowed on the beach up until the 1st of May, so we're okay. And there are dogs down there playing. I did say to Rachel, why aren't those children at school? But it's a Saturday apparently, so we'll let them off. Spot the ex-teachers. Sprocket! This way. we know the Norfolk coast path just goes along the edge of that field, we might as well just cut diagonally across to the corner to get back onto the road and back to the campsite. So, pleasantly surprised by Cromer, were we?
Oh, it's lovely.
No, so again, hang on. We were pleasantly surprised by Cromer, weren't we?
Yes, it's lovely.
It was very nice. I had in my mind some sort of run down, you know, past its heyday, but that was very, very nice. A lot bigger than I thought. It's quite a big town.
And very friendly people.
And it suddenly came to life as you came up to the high street. Very friendly people. Quite a lot of dog friendly places when you look around. Just a little bit too cold to have fish and chips outside, and the main big fish and chip place as you go down wasn't dog friendly, so that's just a shame. But nice to go on the pier, see the lifeboat at the end of the pier. That's a huge lifeboat, much bigger than the ones that we normally look at. So Sprocket really enjoyed having a little bit of a swim again on the beach. Just to have to choose where to go, because some of it's sandy and some of it's rocky and stony, but the tide's on its way out, so that all works quite well. We could see where we're going, and you could either come up steps which look really steep, or come up the staggered sort of pathway as we did, and that's it. That's a lovely visit to Cromer, and then tomorrow we're going to move on. I think we've found a twig. You got a stick? You going to share it with me? Easily pleased. Oh, I caught that one. So we're on a fully serviced pitch, which means we can connect the waste up down to there. And we've got water and electric on the pitch as well. So we wouldn't normally have a fully serviced, but it was the only one left that we could get the 2 nights on.